This is Cannon, and I'm with Carol Honeycutt. We're in Topeka at the dog shows, and we're going to demonstrate trimming a dog. This dog we're going to trim as if you were going to a dog show, or if you just want to neaten him up so he looked great at home. And the purpose is, if you have a companion and you just want to take him out and make him look sharper and cleaner and neater, you'd be surprised how much better they look with a little trim. So we don't have a lot of expensive equipment. You can buy as expensive a clipper as you want, or you can go to Sally's or Walmart and get a cordless. This is a cordless. It has multiple settings for a finer trim or a coarser trim. And we're going to follow the outline of the dog. It's very simple, and I'm going to talk to you about how to try to avoid clipper marks, or and try to work with the outline of the dog to give him a sharper finished look. So we're going to start with the head, and there are lots of whiskers over the eyes, the muzzle, here, underneath, and we're going to trim them off. We're going to always keep the blade with the angle, the way against the body, not into the body, against the body. So on the whiskers, I go against the muzzle, against the hair, and it helps to pull the skin tight so that you get a nice close finish. And we are just trying to take off every whisker. You have to lift the lip and sometimes pull the skin. Pulling the skin helps to give you a straight edge to groom against. That doesn't take much time. You can go over the eye and just kind of comb it. You're just sort of combing with the grain of the skin. Then we go into the ears. We want to clean that ear up, and we're going to clean the edge. We can go against the hair here and trim the outside, and just slowly, be careful, and slowly go in there and just sort of like you're combing the dog, and just clean it up. If the dog moves, no problem, just get his attention back. Don't trim him until you straighten him up, and you can kind of follow the line of the ear. You can make a flat edge here, follow the line of the ear. Kind of clean it up. When you're finished, come to the front and look at the ear, and make sure you don't have any hair sticking out. So just follow the line of the hair. Here. And very simple. When you go to do the neck, make sure you don't have a collar around there. And you'll find that there is a seam here, and there is often hair that kind of sticks out, and just like you're combing the hair, just sort of follow the line. The hair here goes this direction, so you always want to follow the line of the hair and lay it flat. Don't go too deep, and do the trim before the bath. If you have trim marks, the bath will make the marks disappear. If you make a mistake and gouge, you don't want to gouge in, you always want to go flat. The hair will grow back, don't worry. If you want to work more closely with the seam hair, where the hair comes together from different directions, you can take thinning shears and just lay them flat and just work on. Thinning shears are more forgiving, and they will give you a nice flat surface here. So if you just kind of run them up that seam and just kind of whittle away and work on it, you'll have a nice, and there's a little bit of a clipper mark, but with a bath that will be gone. I like to do a little bit of trim there and come up and just follow any hair that's sticking out. But remember, always lay it flat on the dog. I go behind the front legs and go up against the hair there, because you're just following the line in the back of the leg, and you can kind of just clean that out, and it gives him a little more, cleans it up a little bit. Just always want the dog's head straight, which it is. Then I want to clean out the outline of the flank. This is the flank. and I just kind of follow the line. I just sort of go to, there's a little arc here. You just follow the line. There you go. Then the under, you can follow the line and just kind of pull, stretch the skin so you have a tight surface, and just follow the line. And just clean them out. Then we go to the back of the dog, and I like to clean out the inside, that muscle on both sides. And then again, the seam here, you can just kind of clean it up. Or you can take thinning shears. Some dogs have longer hair there. And you can again take the seam here and just go easy, just and clean that up. And some dogs, this will be a huge difference. There are some that are very hairy. This dog isn't particularly hairy. On the tail, it's a little different. See how the tail is kind of rough looking? He looks scraggly. So I want to take there where the dark meets the light. I just take and make a line. I just sort of clean out that line where it meets. And I go, oh, and then I come under the tail and go straight under. And once I get a nice line there, I lift the tail. You might want to experiment on this, but you're just lightly following the line of the tail. And if you find that you're not happy with a little bit of a rough edge, thinning shears are great for fixing anything. You just kind of blend. And I got a little rough in there, but I fixed it easily with the thinning shears. Okay, and you can just kind of whittle away on it till you get what you want. And then you have, there you go. And you need to look at it from every angle. You know, you need to, if you're showing the dog, you want to see from the judge's angle and make sure you have a nice angle. And then get it from both. It's a good idea to not groom the night before in case you make mistakes. It's a good idea to groom before a bath so that you have nice clean lines. I just keep working at cleaning up those lines. And I go back and I see things that I've missed, and I just do it. Don't be in a big hurry. Make little movements and clean up the dog. Do you have?
Okay.
Does that look good?
That looks great.
Also,
let me do
you
that.
want the nails?
Yeah, let me look on the other side and I give them the before to show the difference.
Before and have the lights
It's
on
kind of
the
dark. I don't know.
video.
Well, I don't know if the light's gonna.
I don't feel like I
show.
really did much. Does it show?
Yeah. It's hard to. Well, this is bad lighting on this side.
It is very bad lighting.
Sorry, guys.
That line's kind of. Are we still
Okay,
recording?
we are.
Oh, anyway.
Okay, but it looks nice. It looks nice.
Yeah,
and you might make the eyebrows. Go ahead and get his eyebrows. We forgot.
I did this side, but I just.
Oh, you did one side.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it. I
kinda
see you
just
did.
followed a line
I was
up
looking
there.
at the other
That's
side.
all right.
Yeah.
There's nothing magical about it. Don't be afraid. A lot of people would love their dog to be trimmed and they're afraid to do it. It's simple. You can make mistakes, but the hair grows back. So you just try it. That's all there is to it. It is nice if you have a mirror that you can do it against, but you don't really need. The table is the important thing. We also like to have short nails on our Dobermans. Hopefully when you get your puppy, the nails have been cut back. It's your responsibility to cut them every week. I use a Dremel. I use a coarse head. It's like a sander head. This is a really nice diamond head. More expensive, but people who use it love it. I put the dog on a table, put my knee up here so that I have a surface that I can get to easily.
And his nails are already really nice and short.
They need to be done. They haven't been done this week, so this is a nice short nail, but that's because I've been doing everything. But I start out going around the clip, and the last thing I do is come out underneath, and I just kind of whittle away. These nails have been kept back since he was a puppy, So they're super simple to do. And
and you can kind of see the white on the tip where it starts getting, or not on the tip, on the very top, kind of.
So you see what?
Where it gets kind of a little wide, it's kind of getting close to the more, you know, you're close to the kind of quick area.
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
Isn't that right? I said when you start seeing kind of the little white, you
yes.
you need to, that's like kind of the quick.
It's like dribbling bone. So
yeah.
you can see, and if you're going to show them, even though they say don't use foreign substances, if you take the black away, you can use marker to color them black again, put the black back where it was, because you do Dremel off the black surface. But
he's so good.
Yeah, he's a good boy because he's been done every week.
Yeah.
And he doesn't mind it. He's a good boy. Keep him short. Okay. The back ones, be careful you're not putting them in an awkward position. You know, you bring the leg up.
Let me come on this side.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. I just want to.
The same thing.
There we go.
As I do each nail, I'm kind of pushing it out. I use my thumb to push the nail where I can get to it better. So it gives you a little bit better vantage point to doing it. Yeah. So maybe that's
cool.
Very simple, but it's so much. It looks so much neater.
Yeah, it looks clean and neat and nice.
Ta-da.
And we talked about when to bathe. We were talking about before when you need. Do you bathe before you groom or after you groom?
I like to have a clean dog when I trim because I don't like to ruin my clipper blades. But at the same time, I like to get them wet afterwards so that it covers up any clipper marks that I might have. Especially if I happen to make a mistake. So especially in the neck, like in here. There you can see some clipper marks, but after a bath you won't notice them. So.
And there's no difference in the grooming of whether you have a black dog or whether you have the red.
Sometimes if you do neck hair, some dogs have undercoat that's a light color. So you need to be aware of your dog. Like if you start trimming and your dog has a heavy undercoat and it's a different texture, a different color, you might be exposing and making it look lighter. Even some touch-up things you can do for color. But I'd say there's more difference from dog to dog than color, but no, the color's basically the same.
Okay.
All right, that's a wrap.
That's going to be a wrap, and if someone has any questions, they can ask.
Anytime.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. How long? Can you tell how long that was?